The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
Yeah, welcome back to another episode of the Butcher's Bible Podcast. I am your host, Ant.
And I am Luke.
Two blokes preaching a good word to the meat industry.
One episode at a time.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. How's it going?
Good, my friend. Nice to see you.
And you? So I'm just turning my phone off because we all know it gets the inevitable feedback. I'm good. Yeah, long day, long weekend. It's been a busy one, but not much done. Do you ever get that feeling where you've done so much, but it's not done? You haven't really been anywhere.
Yeah, it's called having children.
It's true, yeah. And I've been in the garden making flower beds and all that for the girlfriend, for the flower business, which is cool. Hatching chickens. That's my favorite part of it, when chickens escape.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. But sorry, I must. Duty calls.
Duty calls to the flower bed. Make haste.
Yeah.
Instead of like the bat signal, there's like a flower in the sky. You're like, the bed seen me.
A chicken, just the chicken out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't do masses, but was busy doing something all the time. How about you?
It was a good weekend. It was a really good weekend. You know, we just did a lot around the house and just tidying up after coming back from, you know, holidays and everything as well, which is, it's always a pain in the ass, isn't it? Because you're like, oh, I got to get that suitcase, got to unpack it, got to put the suitcase away back in the loft, then you got to wash everything, then you got to hang everything, and then you got to feed the kid, then you got to feed yourself. And it's just like, and then it's like nap time, and you're like, still got to get shit done, still got to clean the house. It's just never ending. But then when it's all done, you're like, yeah, this is nice. You know, nice clean house, everything's sparkling and whatever. And then you're like, well, what do we do next? And then you're like, oh yeah,
you've had a week recovery from coming back. So it's about time to unpack that suitcase.
Yeah, exactly. That's always the way. So like, you're packing it, and then you're like, oh, this is nice. And then when you're unpacking, you're like, this fucking sucks.
Yeah.
But first one in 4 years, like, I'm mustn't grumble.
Don't. No.
I was a bit cheeky as well. I was like, what other holidays can I do now? Because I got all this.
Yeah. I'm just gonna book it off, get some paid holiday, see what happens.
Yeah, paid holiday. Holy.
Yeah.
It's just insane.
You recovered this week though. You had a short week, like working week, didn't you?
Yeah. So I went back Thursday, and then the Friday, because a woman passed away at work. They were like, oh, we're not open on the Friday, so we're all getting paid for it. But, you know, you can either come to the funeral or take it off. And I was like, can I just go home? And I said to the foreman, like, it's my first day back, like, shows go home. He's like, absolutely not. And I was just like, damn it. And then, so we had the Friday off, and yeah, it was just nice. It was sunny here as well.
Hashtag funeral Fridays.
Yeah, right.
Have that off. Thank you.
Yeah, so it was a long weekend, so it was good.
Yeah. Nice.
But now it's like, being Monday today, and it's just like, 5 days of just work. But you get a weekend off, and this weekend we are over at Taste of London.
We are. We've gone all that way.
Yeah.
It's better appreciate it if they see you.
I'm up for you people.
Yeah. That should be good. We're just going to go around. We're doing the Saturday the 15th. We're going to do the 12 till 4 session. Yeah. Because we have children that will be being looked after elsewhere, and we've got to get back to them for the evening. As much as I'd love to be in London in the evening to do the second session.
No, of course, yeah. And it's like, it's Father's Day as well, Sunday, so can't be too hungover, can we?
Oh, yeah. No, we shouldn't be.
We should be, but we shouldn't be.
You should be. You have to be hungover next Monday.
Yeah, right.
So just get hammered on the Sunday. It's Father's Day. What do you expect?
It's Father's Day all month. It
Yeah.
doesn't work that way.
Speaking of all months,
Mm.
still Mental Health Month, June.
Yeah, mental health awareness. Maybe
Reach
call a
out.
friend. Tell them that you love them.
Mhm.
FaceTime them. Give them a kiss through the phone, or if you work next to them, look at them, give them a wink.
Give him a kiss.
Yeah, well, yeah, of course. That's what the cold room's for, isn't it?
Can
Friendship.
I have a chat in the fridge, please? And everyone else is like, "Ooh, he's gonna get in trouble."
Big old hug in the fridge. Keep you warm, man.
Love you, man. Love you.
Yeah. No, exactly. Yeah. Just remember, guys, mental health month. Call a friend. Tell them you love them. You know, it means the world to people you've been thinking about.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Big thanks to the reaction of Matt's episode. That was brilliant.
Yeah. Grow game ladder.
He had some knowledge, didn't he, about hunting and everything? I suppose you would.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah. Yeah, that was brilliant. And really, the reaction that we got from that was just fantastic. Everyone's like, we didn't see this one coming, or yeah, I need to get more invested into guns. And I'm like, sure. Do
Yeah.
you?
Whatever you want to take away from it, that's fine.
Yeah. You do you, baby.
Yeah. Thanks, Matt, for coming on. We appreciate it, mate.
Yeah. The beekeeping, though, got me more intrigued.
Cool, right?
Yeah, really cool. Really cool.
Don't know whether I might start doing that
You can always
once I have land and space.
yeah. I'm surprised you haven't got one over at Kitty's.
It's true. It's true. Well, I mean, it would help the garden with all the veg and the flowers being put in and currently growing.
And I hear there's flowers going in.
Yeah, I might mention that. I mean, the next thing's ducks. We're getting ducks next.
Oh, no way. That's awesome.
Yeah, because she's got a slug problem. So you don't have a slug problem, you have a duck deficiency. which hit the right note, and she was like, "You're right."
I need them now.
Yeah, so we're just looking online for some runner ducks now.
Are you getting little runners?
Yeah, they don't need too much water. You just need to like a kid's paddling pool, drop them to the ground, and then an enclosed space, and then let them go.
You can get those blue shell kid paddling pools.
Yeah,
They're like blue shell, like in the shape of like a clam shell or whatever. You can get those, and yeah, you can use that and plunk it in, get some tops, and then put it in there, and then there's a little pond.
Yeah, that's what I think I'm doing.
Yeah, do it. It'd be great.
Tear around the veg patch that we've recently fenced in. So why not?
Yeah, why not?
Why? No one's going to tell me no.
Can you eat the runner ducks?
I don't know. I mean, I know they'll be eating good stuff.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, they're going to be like on prime gear, so they might taste extremely nice.
I'll tell you what, I'll let you know. We'll revisit this.
That's it. There was 6 ducks in the back. Always 5.
Yeah. Yeah. What's for dinner? Chicken.
This chicken's gamey.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Do you like duck?
Love duck. Love
Me
duck.
too.
I like
I had it 2 or 3 times as a roast.
Yeah, it's good once you do it right. That's the problem. The first couple of times I definitely overcooked, and I was like, but it still works. It's still nice, still packed full of flavor. But then you just got to keep it really moist. You know,
Yeah, there's not much on it. That's what I always think. Because you can get good duck and it can look quite big, like the surface area of it, but there's not much there.
It's not like goose.
In relation to chicken.
But like goose as well, it's just like this big, massive bird, and then you like get down to the breast, and there's like 6 ounces of breast here, and you're like, But then I think with duck, if you get a really good one, the free range stuff, it does work quite nicely, I reckon. And the flavor's there with the duck anyway.
Yeah, true.
I do rate it over chicken.
Yeah, it's a bit decadent, though, isn't it? Like real indulgent meat.
Oh yeah, it's got to go with some rich flavors, you know, Like plum always is the winner, ginger's always the winner. It's
I've
spring
done
onions.
like crispy orange duck
Yeah.
with like your Chinese spices, star anise,
Yeah.
and
See.
just getting that shit nice and crispy.
You get it nice and crispy and just like have those real savory flavors that are in there, but they're real punchy, isn't it? You're just like,
Yeah.
well, have you done duck sausages before?
I've never done any sort of, apart from chicken, I haven't really done many poultry sausages before.
Oh, okay.
I haven't really done pheasant, grouse, or goose or duck or anything.
Oh, okay.
I never really had that much quantity.
Oh, right. Is it like, yeah, of course. It was,
Of course.
yeah.
Silly question. I'm sorry.
When I had my shop, it was really odd because you'd bring in like a dozen ducks, and then someone would be like, "Yeah, I want 8 legs," and then you're like, "All right," and then you're trying to push 4 legs, and then they sell for the week, and then but you're stuck with all these breasts, and you score them up, and you do whatever, and if they don't sell by like next week, you're like, "All right, let's do some sausages," and I've done some pretty fun sausages out of them, like I've done like chili and blackberries and duck. That one was called the Batwing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
It was pretty good. Done your classics like your duck and orange, duck and plum, teriyaki, and done like jalapenos as well before to see how they would collaborate. Like, but I didn't do with cheese or anything. I just did like paprika, salt, pepper,
Nice.
and a bit of like turmeric as well, just to try and see how it would go. And, you know, you need those punchy flavors to lock in. But yeah, they worked. But the flavor, the color, it's so dark. It's just a purpley, maroni color, and people are like, what are those? Don't be scared. But yeah,
Did you use the fat? Much fat, or did you?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It can't have just been. Did you use pork as well, or was it straight duck?
Just straight duck. I've done straight duck. I've done wild duck ones before, but the Dorset wild duck game ones are like 600, 800 gram like birds, and by the time you bone them out, they're just like 300 grams. So you're like, okay, I'm going to need like 60 of these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like one duck per sausage.
Yeah, almost. Yeah, exactly. So I've done the wild duck ones with the regular duck and whatever like trimmings I had added in. But you get enough skin around the neck for fat and flavor, so it all kind of works out quite nicely.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Must try and get back into that. Actually, I'm pretty dictated to what I do at work by customers and clients. So,
Did none of the farmers or anyone bring in duck or anything for you to process? Nothing.
No, we're in the process of setting up a poultry processing unit, as I've mentioned before. So, yeah, there's scope for doing that, but not yet. That's probably like going to be late August, early September. That gets sorted out for the early part of the game season.
What it entails like building that kind of bit, because you need that completely separate from your main butchery to do the processing.
So it's completely out of. So we've got the sealed fisher units.
Yeah.
It's built within the barn, and so we've just kind of handled off part of the barn and tanked it pretty much. So screeded the floor, drains in, plastic lined the walls, so it's all jet washable pretty much.
Lovely.
Air conditioning unit in there as well, with a walk-in fridge. It's great. It's a big barn, huge old machine shed that was refurbished, and obviously it started out as the small butchery, which has got bigger. And then basically I've just sourced all the equipment that we can need: scalding tank, cones, stunner, bunch of stuff.
So you're going to do like the slaughter process as well?
Apparently.
Yeah. But...
Apparently, we're pretty spread pretty thin at the moment, so we're gonna have to coordinate ourselves super tight. It's not to say we won't get anyone in. We'll be charging a premium because we'll do the whole killing, cutting, packing, deliver it back to you pro service. So
And they were going to ask for all the giblets and that as well, aren't they?
yeah, fine. I've got an evisceration table
Cool.
and pneumatic shears as well, so you can neck and feet really easily.
Brilliant. That was my next question as well.
Yeah. And then onto the table to gut and everything. I've done it thousands of times before, but
It's a process.
to set it up yourself, you're like, what the fuck do I need?
Yeah, I've done this 1,000 times, but
Yeah, it's not cheap. It's really not cheap. No pun intended.
cheap.
But but do it right the first time. That's pretty much what me and
Buy once.
me and Boss Man have said. So
You buy
and
once and you're done.
he's down for that. I sourced brand new and second hand stuff, and he decided to buy the brand new stuff every time.
Cool.
Because it's a known quantity.
Yeah, for sure. But that's that whole process though, doing it, because you got these birds essentially in a cage, and you grab them one at a time, processing the buggers.
Yes,
It is fucking hands on, man.
It
a
is.
lot of work.
it is. I know. I think that's one thing that every butcher should do. Is we may have mentioned this before about going into the slaughterhouse to see how the full process of what's done.
Yeah, we have.
The same should be done with poultry, I believe.
Definitely. Definitely.
Because it's doing 200 chickens or whatever is graft. It's real. There's one of you realize how long it actually takes,
Oh yeah.
even just to do one bird.
Oh yeah.
If there's a whole bunch of you, you're each at a station, you can rip through them pretty fast with 4 or 5 people.
Yeah.
It's
You
just-
can get 5 people to sit there and just continuously do the same movements over and over. You're laughing, and you can, if you all get along with them as well, you even better. But to try and get 4 or 5 blokes or women in the same area to do the same cuts, then same movements, it's a slog, man. It's the same with the slaughter.
People don't want to do it anymore. That's why we're keeping it in house. And if anyone wants to know the process, basically it's chickens into a red lit room.
Yeah.
The red light doesn't do much, but they can't see infrared, so it's black. It's completely dark, black for them. It's not a legality, but it keeps them calm.
Yeah.
So you're in there, grab a chicken out, put it in the cone upside down, get the stunner, stun them. I've got my Watlock license and everything, which is animal welfare at the point of slaughter for poultry. But I think it's like X amount of seconds, or when the voltage has to reach certain quantity or something, and you hold it has to stay there for a number of seconds for it to be a legal kill. So there's all of that as well.
Yeah.
And then you stun them for the correct amount of time, cut the throat, strain them out. My brain's gone, no information for you.
Yeah, that's it. You cut off.
Yeah. And then you take them out, put them in the boiler.
Yeah.
For X amount of seconds. I do know this. My brain just isn't giving me the information.
There's that Monday artist kicking it.
Yeah, it is. I'm suddenly just going out the boiler onto the we've got a wet plucker, which is just the rubber fingers.
Yeah.
The water being sprayed on the birds. And that cleans them up pretty quick. We also do have a dry plucker for larger birds also.
That'd be for turkeys and geese.
Yeah. And then take them round to the sort of necker. It's like you have a shackle, put the feet in, cut the head off, cut the neck, pull the neck out, keep that aside, pull the crop out, feet. Onto the gutting table, gut them, blah, blah, blah. Clean them up. Onto a trolley, into the fridge.
Nice.
And that's it. That's it. Easy as that. Even
Yeah.
though I made it sound more complicated than it should be.
We got there in the end. But even those movements, even though what you're saying then, there's about 35 steps in between there. But there's only one.
That was a huge generalization with zero information. So,
Yeah. But there's there's about 30, 35 steps, give or take, in there, depending on how you work and how tidy and efficient you actually are. But that one person in that, doing that one job for like the 10 hours or 8 hours or whatever your working day is, that's just so much. That's a lot of podcast time as well.
It is.
Yeah,
It is.
you get a lot done.
Yeah, but hopefully we'll be getting it done in. I'm going to be limiting the numbers to 50 at a time per session.
So you do like half a day that, half a day cutting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be, yeah.
It's a big job.
It's huge.
Processing birds. A lot of people don't really know that. You know, they're smaller, but it's in greater quantities.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. The workload is a lot more. But the question is, would you rather be doing those or doing 2 bodies of beef?
Both.
No, you could pick one. Don't be an asshole.
What do you mean, to process chickens or to cut chicken?
Processed chickens, or would you rather be breaking beef?
Beef. It's cleaner.
It's easier.
Less gooey.
Yeah.
There's less hot flesh.
Oh, yeah.
Chickens, they're just like whoa.
Yeah, they're floppy as it comes. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about skinning pigs to skinning beef?
I've never actually skinned beef. I've skinned a couple of pigs before, but I've never done beef. So beef, I'd love to give that a try.
Lovely. Yeah. All right.
When the boys are doing that on Instagram, I'm so jealous of the ranch butchers that just go out and process on site. That's something I want to do so much.
Yeah, it's good fun. It's hard.
Yeah.
You just need a good skinning knife.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I've heard. There's plenty around. If any knife companies want to sponsor us, it's fine.
Yeah, we'll take it. The sponsors on, not a problem.
Oh. Well, speaking of breaking down carcasses, a while ago we did a couple of episodes where we spoke through beef carcasses, spoke about the cuts and what we do with them.
Yes.
So how about today we go through pork, if we have time, and we can move on to lamb.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Now, what is your preferred breed of pig? Do you have the process?
Berkshires are great. Tamworths are nice. A good curveball is Cooney. That's a good curveball.
Okay, yeah.
Just because their fat can either be like Mangalitsa, like, just thick as it comes, or it can be quite leanish for like a chubby pig. So you're probably going to get a Proba 20 on it.
Yeah.
So just throw a curveball, but all-time favorite would have to be Tamworth. Just a big ginger pig. I like those. They're cool.
Yeah.
They got the floppy ears. They're just nice looking, I reckon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, big ginger.
I'm similar. I've got the my two are the saddlebacks.
Sure, yeah.
And then the sandy blacks.
Sandy blacks are great.
Love sandy black. They look great when they're little piglets with all the spots of brown and black spots all over them.
But that's the icon of the little pigs, is the ginger pigs, isn't it? So like the Tamworths, you see the cute little ones, and they're like nice little bright ginger fellas. You're like, this thing is awesome. I need 10 of these.
Yeah.
Run around in your backyard with them.
Yeah, you get home and you're like, honey, I'm home. Just 10 piglets tearing around. Like, what the fuck is that? It's like, that's breakfast in 6 months' time.
Yeah, Jesus. Where are we going to store all this pork? Don't worry, that's what the backyard's for.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a farm near us, like 10-minute drive or whatever. It's called Nick's Farm. They got coonies on there as well.
They're funny looking things, aren't they?
They're horrible looking. But it's like...
So I did some Vietnamese pot bellies this time last year, I think, or maybe beginning of last year. They were just like some flat-nosed, fat, chunky things, and just the weirdest looking animal.
They are weird.
It's like someone just pushed it on the forehead and it will just sunk in. Really odd shape.
The same with the coonies, but it feels like someone's just pushed their faces and it just made it go wider, and then just the snout so much shorter as well. And you're just like, You're the ugliest looking motherfucker, but I'm gonna eat you.
Yeah.
It's still gonna taste delicious. So you got hung up on the rail. It's a split body. You start from the head or the shoulder, from wherever you want to call it.
Yeah, we can split it into 3 minus the head. Do you want?
Sure. Yeah, sure.
4, middle, and leg.
Sure, yeah.
Sure. I mean, head off. What would you do with the head?
Well, it depends if I got a strong clientele for head. Sell it, or if not, just take the jowls out, take the ears off, bag them up for dogs, take the snout out as well with that, and basically take the jowls out, and then take all the meat away from like the cheeks and everything. Use that for sausage, or you can make pancetta out of it as well.
Oh, the whole the cheek and the fatty whatever the cap.
Yeah,
you can make the I've made a guanciale.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it.
Just the cured cheek, which is fucking brilliant for carbonara, other stuff you would use bacon for.
Yeah, absolutely. You take the skin off, obviously. Because with the cap, there comes the skin, the cheek where the skin is.
Yeah. Really, really good. Actually, it's full of flavour, I think, pork.
Oh, definitely. It's packed full of flavour, especially when you got like nice red
the head meat as well.
Mm.
Yeah, 100%.
You can take the brain out and fry it and do whatever as well.
I've had brain on toast before.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. It's really good. It's like similar to marrow in a way, the
Sure.
texture, consistency, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
It's good. It's really, really good. I've done pig head bacon before, where I've skinned the whole thing sort of like as a cone, kind of just fold it back on the divide from the shoulders, and then put bacon cure all in it, and then rolled it super, super tight.
Ooh, yeah.
And you just slice it as some crazy looking thing.
What about the eyeballs? What would you do with the eyeballs?
Put them in other butchers' cups of coffee.
Just going straight to Prank Town.
Yeah, well, this is like, oh, they look up and you're like, got my eye on you. Yeah. Then just wait for the terrorizing to begin.
Yeah. Yep. No, true. I would probably add it into sausages.
Sorry, there are people. No.
Yeah. I would.
Put the eyes into sausages. What, like whole?
Yeah,
like,
and then mince it up.
Yeah, no, not even mincing it. Like, you just put it in the sausage filler when you're making the sausages. And so that one lucky customer is just going to get an eye, like, whoop, in there.
Oh, it's the blueberry. Don't worry about it. It's the blueberry.
Yeah, you bring it back.
Yeah.
You get a free pound of sausages or something.
Find the eyeball. Win yourself a prize.
Yeah. Whoever's listening, you can have that one. It's fine. The eyeball surprise and the sausages.
You could probably, if it's going to be first at the line, you could put the eyeball at the top of the sausage filler, and then so it'd be eyeball at the front with all the meat, and then it'd be like a one-eyed snake,
like some weird, massive, fucked up worm.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That'd be so good.
That'd be
I
really
never knew
good.
that.
Well, what about the tongue then?
Pig tongue. Sausages. I would do that into sausages.
I would, yeah.
Definitely.
You wouldn't boil it, take the membrane off, almost turn it into luncheon meat in a way. It's quite small, but
If I had loads, yeah.
sure, yeah.
But then that would be sort of like the butcher's secret. You do it for yourself, wouldn't you? You wouldn't necessarily sell it.
Yeah. Flora's loving this, and she's here in this episode.
Yeah, eyeballs.
Tongue, cheeks.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's good. She's put some great dishes out actually recently on her Instagram.
Yeah, shout out to her, man. She's fucking paved in a way.
Yeah. Fluffle. She's actually at Taste on Wednesday or Thursday.
Oh. Are we going to miss her?
Yeah, but she said she'll be working, so on the Saturday we're down, so she might pop down.
Yeah. Let's go.
But she got sorry, I'll say it again. Simon Taylor.
Oh yeah.
Legend. He heard Flora on her podcast, and that's how he got in touch with her.
Oh, amazing.
We're bringing people together.
We should start a dating app for butchery.
Butchers, and it would just be abuse.
Butcher's Bible, Tinder.
Hey, never say never.
Exactly.
I've always wanted to do a roasted pig head for the longest time, and I've just never got around to doing it.
What would you...
either a half or a whole with the bottom jaw off.
Okay.
I think
I would do probably half. So you got brain, half tongue, one eyeball, cheek. Yeah. And then you would roast it slowly, I reckon, because then everything would run out. But you take the jaw off, obviously. I wonder what all those flavors combined would taste like. And also
just treat it like a shoulder of pork.
Yeah, you reckon? Just pull it all apart. Yeah, right.
Yeah. Cover the ear up with a bit of foil because that'll burn like fuck if you don't.
The brain would burn as well because it's soft tissue.
Would it if it was cut side down and the skin exposed?
Skin exposed would be fine, I reckon. But it depends, if you forget and just flip it with the brain up, and then you're like, oh, I don't know, what would it smell like? Like burnt brain.
Yeah, I know exactly what that smells like. So.
Yeah, that's every day for us. The brains are burning and everything.
Yeah, this smells like a hot bone. Ugh. Yeah. Right. Moving on to the 4. Let's say, how many ribs? 5 bones?
5 bone.
5 bone 4. You'd have your hand, your thick end or your spring, and then your neck end part.
It depends if you do 4, and then you have like a little bit of the neck still attached to your loin. But that always makes, if you're going to make like a good rolling joint out of it, or a pork tomahawk. But if you're not doing that, I would always just go 5 high.
Yeah,
straight through the end of the cartilage. And and another thing, one of the very first videos I saw you ever do, as well with your Victory Rosewood, shout out. You went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 inch, took it off, and I was like, I like this guy. So same method, smooth.
And then you just snap it and it just comes off.
Yeah.
I love that so much. That was good because that was the one that I decided to record and it was sweet as.
It was good. That's what made me follow you as well when I found it. I was like, banging.
Oh, yeah.
I'm here for this.
Yeah. Do you, thank you, ever cook hand of pork? Have you ever cooked hand of pork?
I have before, yeah. I've just done it as a regular roast.
Yeah, I've never done it. It never really appealed to me. Hock. No. Other end, getting ahead of myself, but the other end, great.
Yeah, sure.
The foreshank is always a bit like kind of straight to sausage most of the time for me.
Yeah, so if you haven't got like a clientele for it, you'd take it straight out of the socket and then you'd bone all that out and put it straight into snags, 100%. Or if not, it makes really good diced. If you got a good clientele for diced pork.
Right, yeah. Right. Bit of stewing.
Great stewing, yeah. Yeah, definitely. If you're doing sweet and sour pork or just like a pork curry, nice chunks of that, it always works nicely. And it's just packed full of flavor. But you need to take your time and cook it.
Yeah, don't rush it, because otherwise you'd be like, it was really chewy.
Yeah, it was really chewy. Oh, if you were going to do a diced, like a pork curry, would you brown off the meat first, or would you plonk it all together?
I'd flour it and then brown it off.
Right, okay.
Get maybe some crispy edges on it, I think. Yeah. Pork deserves that much, I think, because you need to get a bit of colour on it to get some nice flavor.
Love it. Yeah. Yeah, no, definitely.
Otherwise it can be a bit wet and just a bit sort of bleh.
A bit sloppy-ish can be. Or...
Depends what pig you got, because sometimes you can get those wet pigs. Just you think, why have I paid for these? Yeah,
exactly.
Or then you get some pigs in that you specifically bought for sausage, and they are spot on.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, this is too good to put in sausages.
Yeah,
retail right here. Yeah.
The thick end of belly, or your spring, as the old school terminology,
Mhm.
and just straight up roast that, or you can seam it. There's a little seam, and you can use some really like nice short ribs, pork short ribs, sort of plate.
Yeah, beautiful.
They're really, really good.
Take the cartilage off, obviously.
Yeah. One fell swoop.
Well, yeah, if your knife is sharp enough.
You
You got your butt.
Your butt. I love a good bone-in pork chop from that neck end chop.
Oh, you're going old school.
Yeah, really, really good. Just slice it through. No. Take that off, so it's just the copper, just the eye.
Oh, you just do it all copper.
Yeah.
See, I was thinking an old school bone in with like the blade still attached that you still got. No. Oh, okay.
Not for me for You can do it. Everyone else can do it. I'm sorry. I'll keep that for crackling. The bit in the middle of the underside where the flat iron is, and everything that'll be for sausage. Keep your copper, and cut it through. Just chop it through on the bone.
Yeah, love
that. Black pepper, lemon, fennel seeds, marinade, barbecue, griddle pans.
How thick are we saying?
Good inch, maybe a bit bigger. And I'll tear that up. It's so good.
Oh yeah, that's the stuff.
Really, really good. But then you can't beat a good roast, personally.
Personally, not. No. Pull pork out of it as well. Yeah. Take all the blade and all the forebone out, and you can roll it up nice and tight as well. The thing is as well, like trying to do pulled pork, but if you got the skin on does protect it, keeping all the moisture still intact. That's right.
Yeah, it kind of steams it within there, doesn't it?
But I found when doing pulled pork or pork roast is because you got the skin with the fat, and it has the layer where there's the line that runs through it. If you get your knife and take that off and then score it, put it back on top, and then when your roast is done and resting, you can cut all the string off, take that skin off, and then put it back into the oven. Yeah, and then you can do that crackling where people are like, you're trying to attack and it's fucking steaming hot and there's shit everywhere. Kids are running around.
Yeah, trying to scold everybody. You're throwing shit everywhere. You're trying to eat the best bits at the same time. Yeah,
exactly.
I heard that. No, that's what I do with my roasting joint, my rolled loin.
Oh, nice.
I do that. Moving on to the loins, I do that. You may remember I did the perfectly round loin on my Instagram. It was like, incredible. And that's what I did. I basically just manufactured the loin eye itself into being perfectly round, measured the rind, the skin, and just tied that shit up. It's so convenient. Doing that anyway should be a common practice because it's so convenient for the customer itself. It's just those little things, isn't it? Where they cut the strings and then they go, oh shit, and it's just all the cracklings just come off. You can slice up the freaking the loin to however you want, or with a roasting joint, and then just smash the shit out of you. Whatever. It just makes it so. It's just those little things. Because trying to make nice slices out of a loin or a shoulder with the crackling on isn't going to happen.
Well, every kitchen household's knives are fucked.
Mine are mostly. I've got one good one left.
Yeah, I think I got one good one as well, and I'm like, got to savor this for the good cuts,
Yeah.
So when it breaks, you're like, fuck it. But that is good practice. I would definitely 100% agree. And if no one's doing that, maybe start doing it.
Yeah, even for yourself and see what it's like.
Yeah. But it does. If you just cut that string off and take the whole crackling off, beat the crackling into bits, portion it up if you want to do that.
Rather than trying to cut under the crackling and starting and steaming the shit out of your hands.
Exactly. Or you're trying to use that blunt knife trying to cut through it and you're slipping out yourself straight to the A&E.
Straight to the A&E. Been there, done that.
Fucking hats. Tell you what.
Oh, what's your favorite pork belly recipe?
Bantens for sure.
Yeah,
just loaded with brown sugar, big like a whole stick of butter, just loaded up, and sticky barbecue sauce. The Was Hut's hibiscus sauce works amazing with it.
Yeah,
I love that stuff. It's just prime. What about you?
I love pork belly so much. If it's on the menu, I'm getting it.
Yeah.
Roasted, hands down,
Oh, okay. Yeah, nice.
with some nice crackling, with the skin salted and dried out in the fridge the night before.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like dry. You know what it's like.
Yeah. Rock hard, like I
Yeah. Yeah. And you just whack it in a blisteringly hot oven for 20 minutes and then turn it right down. Maybe with a bit of stock or something, so almost sort of like in its own bain marie, if you will.
Yeah, of course.
Mm.
But yeah.
Yeah, it will just steam away, get nice and crispy as well. That small little layer of meat that's exposed on the sides to the dry air gets all gnarly and fucked up. It's so good.
Oh, yeah, that's the stuff. Oh, yeah.
Just that with some really crispy roast potatoes that you've used the fat from.
Are you describing porn right now? This is filthy.
I am. But yeah, it's just so good. The burnt ends sound brilliant, but traditional pork belly roast, mate.
You're a bit of a traditionalist, aren't you?
In a way, I just like it's simple stuff. I mean, saying that, I think with my guest questions episode, I chose the pork belly from Bincho Yakitori.
Oh yeah,
the Japanese restaurant in Brighton.
Yeah,
and their pork belly I would just have every single day if I could. It is so good. It's like silk. It holds up on the skewer, but the fat is like silk and it just melts.
That's good
and
stuff.
I think that's what it is. It's the fat mainly. That mouthfeel. You're like,
Oh yeah, it's just packed full of vitamins and minerals as well. Pork fat,
isn't it? Specifically, the pork belly is some of the healthiest animal fats that you can eat.
Yes, it is. It is.
I believe so.
I'd say
actually, rulla, good for you. Rulla.
Well, it's got
my emphasis though.
The minerals and vitamins that are in there are good for brain and eye function as well. Yeah. So it's like that fat is like lubricating your eyes as well as like your brain function.
That's such a weird thing to say, isn't it?
Well, that's what it is, isn't it?
Imagine the doctor being like, I can see the result of your eye infection. You don't have enough pork fat in your eyes.
No, consume it. Now I got infection in both eyes.
Just sprinkling and crackling in them. Oh.
The salt's burning.
Yeah.
And the lemon juice, honey.
Yeah. I guess I'll see the opticians tomorrow if I can find it.
Yeah. Get a walking stick at you. Oh shit. What about the loin bone in?
Bone in.
Yeah.
Chops. Like another good chop.
Love a good chop.
Love a good chop. And a roast. I think a stuffed roast.
Yep.
You can do a stuffed roast.
Chorizo, yeah.
Yeah, with the leek. I think it's just best to just stab a hole in the loin. We do a steel and then just ram a leek inside it.
That'll piss Johnny Farrow off.
Yeah. I do really like a porchetta.
Yeah, definitely.
If we're going down that,
Yeah.
You bone in roasts all day. They're good, tender, boneless. My daughter really likes boneless pork loin, just because it's something that I can just chuck in the oven.
Yeah,
and I'll slice it up, and she'll just go to town.
Yeah, great mayonnaise.
Eating all the crackling.
Yeah, it's first to go, isn't it?
But yeah, I have to keep some back for myself. She's like an absolute fiend for it. It's outrageous.
It's because of that crunch and the saltiness as well. That's what gets you hooked.
Yeah, she's like, oh, give us some of that crunchy.
Yeah.
Like the crunchy, she's like, yeah. Really good. Or what would you put in a porchetta? What?
Garlic chili, salt, pepper, fresh herbs has to be. Always has to be fresh, never dried herbs. Dried herbs just overpower it. It looks shit. It has to be fresh herbs all day. Like,
yeah,
I can't stress that enough about it. And the pork has to be like at least 2 weeks dry aged as well, because you want that skin just to be firm as fuck.
Nice.
I can't stress that enough. Your pork needs to be hanging at least a couple of weeks before retail.
Yeah, even what I'm doing, I've had people going 4 days maximum. I've done this before. I've spoken to my butcher friends. I need the pork hung for 4 days maximum. Anything more than that, and it will go off. And then I've got people asking it to be hung for 15 days.
The opposites on the scale are just.
I can't win, so that's why I get people to sign stuff to be like, this is what you said. This is what I'm doing. You know.
Yeah.
Because I've been burnt by someone who, when I said that their pork has been hung for 7 days, and they were like, no, and they refused their sausages to take their sausages.
What? That's where it's rested. It's relaxed.
Yes, I know. He didn't understand. He didn't understand. It was one of the first jobs that we had done in the butchery after setting it up, and he refused to take sausages because he spoke to his butcher friends and they said that meat will be off.
Fuck off, idiots.
Yeah, right. And this is the first sort of like coming together that myself and Ian had, where we were like, who the fuck is this guy? You know, why didn't he take his pork to his butcher friends? You know, and
yeah.
you know, it's just one of those things. But yes, pork needs to be hung. I think your butcher should know how long, and it's all by eye, really.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
To
definitely.
touch, you know, you can set. The fridge is an evolving thing. Maybe sometimes it's 10 days. Maybe sometimes it could be 20 if you really want to push it.
Yeah. No, definitely. And that's just our input on that one, though. Some people don't like it that firm, but you miss out on 100% of the crackling you don't eat.
No, that is the most insightful thing I've ever heard you say.
Thank you.
What's your thought?
Hey?
No, go on. You sure we had what?
No, I'm sure we've had more insightful things than that revolving around crackling.
You miss out on 100% of the crackling you don't eat.
That's the title of this episode.
Yeah.
There we go.
It is. What do you think of putting sausage meat inside a rolled loin or porchetta? Because we see that a lot.
I see that a lot. I think it's like
you're adding more mass.
You add
a long cooking time, right?
Yeah.
It's already kind of difficult to cook the belly and the loin to the same time.
Yeah, exactly. Because you don't want one to dry out, one to be, you know, a bit too under. It's a fine art between doing it. And then you're adding in
moisture.
More moisture. There's more liquid in the pan. There's more flavor running out as well. So it depends what you put the sausage meat with as well. Mm-hmm. So let's just say you do like an Italian like blend, which is salt, pepper, chili, garlic, you know, rosemary or basil or whatever. Then you've got those flavors collaborating with the loin, which is packed full of flavor, and the belly that's just loaded with flavor. So you've got like a trio of flavors going on, and then most of those flavors are going to run out.
Trifecta.
Yeah, trifecta. Yeah. I've done it before multiple times. I've done it for customers on requests. I'm not opposed to it, but I'd say for the sake of cooking and getting the family down to eating that, I'd probably avoid it.
Yeah.
Especially if you got little ones as well. But if you got time and they're content, the kids, and the wife's okay, and she's happy drinking and listening to music and that, by all means, crack on.
Yeah.
But for the sake of ease and timing wise, maybe avoid.
Yeah.
That's my opinion. What about you?
Add a bit more of a... I'm not a fan. I've done it myself as well. Not a huge fan. It's always come out a bit of a mess.
Sure, yeah.
Either rolling it, because you want to roll it tight, it will just poops out the ends, doesn't it?
Sure, yeah.
Or the cooking times just way out of whack. Because you've got to get the heat in the center, or it will just end up a bit of a mess.
Hot mess, yeah.
Don't get me wrong, The flavor's good. It just the execution is never what I want it to be, and it just adds an extra level of complexity to the cooking times, of which I don't have time for that. I want to, there's time and a place for a complicated dish, and a pork roasting joint is not it.
No, exactly.
I'm all for the creative side of it.
Oh yeah,
I love I love the creation. But,
yeah, great. But like I said, I think we're on the same track on that one.
Yeah. How would you do T-bones, tenderloin with the loin? I like those. They're quite fun to cook.
They're cool.
Also,
I would definitely do them.
Super thin ones on the bandsaw, risking life and limb like this, like my hands an inch apart, going.
Yeah,
it's great. I still love that. And then I would marinate them in oil, black pepper, fennel, garlic. That's one of my favorite pork
dishes.
Marinades. Yeah. What about the pork chops that we had? We got some pork chops from Leighton, didn't we? And then we used the new buffalo glaze from.
That buffalo glaze is wicked. That was
brilliant,
really
wasn't it?
Yeah, that was really good.
It
has that vinegary zest to it as well, that buffalo-ness. It was like really good. Really enjoyed that.
Yeah. Really good.
What about fillet? What about pork fillet?
Historically, they haven't sold where I always try to sell them. Wow. They're a bit of a stir fry, or if you can push people to use them as medallions.
Okay.
A lot of people don't really want them.
Really? Interesting.
Yeah.
That's quite an odd one.
Well, that's me personally. Where I was, it was people were after the pork wasn't a huge seller where I was.
Sure.
Previously, I don't know why. I don't know what the whole stigma against pork is. You do get die-hard fans. I am one of them. But some people just think it's because it's the cheaper of the meats.
It's the dirtiest that people class it as, isn't it?
Yeah. And they don't want that. They want the higher stuff, higher value. Sorry, should I say?
Yeah, like lamb.
But I like it. If it's a thick tenderloin, see it in the pan. Really nice.
Sure. There's like a wild mushroom and like cream sauce recipe I've always wanted to try with pork fillet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like almost like a bechamel kind of style, but just not as thick. That I've always wanted to try. I can't remember who it's from, but yeah, it'll come to me, I bet you. But yeah, there's always that one I wanted to try, and the pork is like still blushing in the middle, and I'm like, yeah, that's the shit right there.
Yeah, you can eat pork blushing. That's one thing now. If you get it from a reputable source, you can have it with it still.
Yeah.
Pinkish.
Yeah.
Not bloody, but pinkish.
Yeah, still pink. Yeah. I think it has to sit on the 50s or something.
Yeah. For
it to be blushing, 50 degrees.
There's one thing that Ryan Tierney put up on his Instagram the other week. Craft Butcher Ryan? His Instagram.
Yeah.
And he put up some seasoned pork tenderloin in scallop shells. They look really, really good. So that was very, very smart.
Yeah, he's clever. He's dedicated to the game, that boy.
Yeah, him, Matt, and Ben recently did a wraps expo at the Daliel show, didn't he? Or however you want to say it. Yeah. Dalziel. DL. That looked good fun.
That looked like great fun. Very jealous.
That's all that place up. Yeah.
But you got the trio, the baddest motherfuckers in the game, just all let loose on doing a display and having fun with it all.
Yeah, zero pressure, and they just absolutely went in.
No pressure for those boys. They would have made it look easy.
Yeah, that did look like fun and produced some great stuff.
Yeah, rap really cool. Good stuff as well.
Yeah, clearly a bit of trial and error and team building for Team GB.
Yes, true. See how they work together.
Yeah. And they're on it, those guys, with their VAPs. Yeah. How about you? What would you do with your tenderloin?
Stir fry's a classic, but it makes wicked kebabs.
True. Very true.
Make some wicked kebabs. Take the tail off, stir fry it, all the sausages, whatever, and then just like take all the silver off there, and then just slice it, and then cut it straight into like kebab chunks, and it just works brilliantly. Nice and tender. It's great. But yeah, I wouldn't do much more with it.
That's very true.
I wouldn't really do much more with it unless I'm going to cut it and do the T-bones.
Yeah, true.
That's it. Yeah, you're quite limited unless you go and do a Brett Law and fucking completely unravel the whole thing and then stuff it and put it, cover it in gold or something.
It is some absolute wizardry.
Yeah.
Some incredible stuff. There is some great stuff coming up on Instagram currently.
Currently, yeah. It is.
Really, really is. I mean,
it really has.
For the last few years, it's you got your Brett Laws and everyone else is just upping their game. I think it's really, really good. Another good one is Apprentice Harry. He's recently been putting out some great content.
Yeah, rainbows.
It's good. Yeah, it's just good to see the younger lot getting involved with the community, Big Butcher family, or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah,
and just getting involved, putting your stuff out there, getting feedback from people who you don't work with.
Definitely.
Constantly, and
yeah.
It can only be a good thing.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I rarely see anyone tearing someone else to shreds in the comments. Rarely.
I don't think I have. Past 4 or 5 years I've been in Instagram, I don't think I've seen someone say some shit. Like, because that's not part of the vibe anymore. We've unified more than ever since, the big C. And, the family is just growing and growing each day. But the amount of love everywhere, we can turn to anyone in this industry and ask them about even the smallest thing or the biggest thing. And, that's the beauty about being a butcher now. Is the internet has done something good for us and has brought us all together, communicated from everyone outside of the world. We got listeners over in like Peru and Mongolia listening to us.
Yeah. If you're listening, let us know, please.
Yeah, let us know, please.
Not far out.
Yeah,
it's so good. Iceland.
Oh well, we know the Iceland boys.
Yeah. I'm just saying we're getting around.
We're around. Yeah, we're getting there really well. But that community is growing each day, and it's quite nice. And I think us adding in another element, as well as the live lounge, they're communicating to everyone as well as much as possible. It's great to see the whole community has come together. But I don't think I've seen anyone say something shit unless it's me.
I think if you do want to get absolutely trashed about your butchery and everything on Facebook.
Oh no!
There's a butchery page on Facebook. I won't name it completely because I don't know how much power they have. It's like butchers, slaughtermen, and whatever.
Oh shit! You said it.
Yeah, they if you put anything up on that, people just absolutely shoot you down.
It is Facebook though, isn't it?
It's horrible. Yeah, so Facebook can go away.
Yeah, that's a Facebook community though. That's like those over 40s kind of old school kind of butchers do whatever, but like, not shitting on Facebook as much, but that's where that cesspool lays, where you come straight over to the Instagram and it's all colorful and vibrant and everyone's like, if you go through anyone's comments, I don't think you'll see anything other than love hearts.
Yeah, it's all good, isn't it? I really like it. I thoroughly enjoy the fact that you can talk to anyone and people will, even if you ask for feedback, it'll all be constructive.
100%. Yeah.
It won't be shitty.
Definitely.
Talking about shitty, we're moving on to the back end of the pig now. Just at the end of the loin, you got your chump.
Chump.
One of the most notoriously difficult bits to get rid of.
Yeah.
Tell me, what would you do? You've just taken your loin off. You've got your long leg with the chump attached.
Bone her out. Take the skin off, turn it into leg steaks or marinate them.
Uh-huh.
Or score it, roll it up, turn it into a mini roast for two. Or dice it or strain the snags.
Yeah, same. You wouldn't do like pork picanha or anything?
You'd probably do it, actually. You could rename it and be like, this is the pork bourguignon.
Yeah, I always try to change it between pork rump steaks or chump steaks, and just trying to refresh it every now and then. But most of the time, it went into sausages.
Most of the time, it did, yeah. But then,
Yes,
but then you take when you get up to the H bone, then you got like your top side there that sits, so you can do them into leg steak, stir fried, diced, and then you can also do rename those leg steaks or into boneless chump steaks or whatever.
yeah, try to make them sound a little bit more bougie, like it's scallops.
Yeah, or scallops. You can and turn them into schnitzels or something, pork schnitties.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Pork schnitties.
Yeah, yeah.
Get your schnitties out for the lads.
Yeah, schnitz out for the boys. But yeah, that works. So you take that bone off. You got your trotter. Trotter depends if you got that certain type of people who like it. If not, dog bones, sell it for £1 or something.
Yeah, I quite like it. In the nose to tail cookbook of some Ferguson, somebody, I can't remember his name right now.
Yeah.
He did like crispy pork tails and then crispy trotters.
Lovely.
And just brilliant. You can boil it prior to roasting it, and then just adds another element to it. It's really, really good.
Amazing.
As I said before, hock. I like good curing hocks and boiling them up, making some pea and ham soup.
Yeah, that works.
Brilliant.
Roasting
joints from the main decut of the pork, gammons.
Yep.
Little leg steaks from your thick.
Yep.
It's kind of...
You got the pork silver side in there as well. You can always use for diced or take the whole thing out, put fat and the skin on top and roast it, turn into a roasting joint as is. That always like something a bit different.
Yeah, more manageable. I think a lot of people put off with leg of pork because...
Yeah, it's usually sausages for me.
Yeah, many people roll the leg of pork. Roasting joint, fucking massive.
Yeah,
and
you get a kilo.
People going to do
this big and this like
yeah.
This
Yeah. So make smaller bits. Take the top side off. Rind that out.
Yeah.
Like, as you say, flip the silver over, tie it up. You're away. Like with your main silver and then your salmon.
Yeah.
Tie that up. Make it to more manageable pieces. Yeah. One of the biggest things was someone saying, "Oh, the reason I don't ask about getting the loin of pork or the shoulder is because they think they have to buy the whole thing."
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know, or they're afraid to ask, "Can I have that in half?"
Yeah.
Right?
Unless they see it's in half and they're like, "Yeah, I'll take that."
Yeah. Why not just make more manageable sizes, and then you may sell more, you may not. It's all going to end up in sausages at the end of the day.
100%. I guess that's pork in a way. See.
I think so. It's all very much, it's not as huge and as complicated as beef, is it?
No. But it's very versatile, the old pork.
I think so. I think so. You can slow cook, barbecue. What's your favourite part of barbecue?
The favourite part? Oh.
Yeah.
If I'm doing fast and nasty, you'd have to do the pork chops.
Yeah.
If I'm doing slow and low, definitely got to be pulled pork.
Fasty.
Yeah, fastish. And if I'm, I've got all day and I'm in the sun, I'll do the pork belly bantams. But then
I've got to come and sample those when I'm down.
Fuck yeah, you do. Pork ribs, 3-2-1 pork ribs as well. They work beautifully. If I go,
we completely glossed over baby backs, didn't we?
Oh, bless.
Or your Louisiana style belly ribs.
Yeah, true. Actually, yeah, that's it.
Oh, they're good. They're really good. I love them.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, fucking hell. I can't believe we skipped over that. All that pork crackling talk got me up.
Damn.
3-2-1 on the old pork belly, on the ribs. It always works. It's always beautiful. pull the
Explain.
rib out. So full belly.
Yeah.
Take the whole entire bit out. Always leave like good inch of fat of meat through it. You know, you smoke it for 3 hours, wrap it, sauce it, rub it, do whatever you want, and then you wrap it, let it go for 2 on a nice low heat, and then uncover it, let it go for another hour. 3, 2, 1, there it is, and then you can pull the ribs out all individually, turn it into tacos, or just eat it and it just melts. Absolutely, if you got a really good quality, it works really well. But if you're doing the loin ribs, I guess, if you're doing those baby backers, you can just sauce them or put them in a rub and do them quite fast.
Yeah.
Or you can just smoke them for a good couple of hours and then they're done. You just eat them straight off the bone. Delicious.
Sounds good. I'll be over in a couple of weeks.
Yep, sweet. I'll see you then.
Got to wait for these piglets to get bigger and fatter first.
Can you imagine when we when we get one, just be like, here we go, just sitting there patting, and then that's the mascot.
Yeah, and they're like, oh my god, you got a pig, and they go, also, what's that noise? Are there the bees in the other room?
Yeah, bees.
Just creating a zoo. I'm gonna have 2 ducks as well. What the fuck? What is going on?
No, you're gonna have 6 ducks, and then one's gonna go missing.
Yeah, that's true.
Sorry. Oh yeah, nice. I can't wait.
Nice, man.
It's gonna be good.
Well, we've still got lamb and chicken to break down. That'll come in a few episodes' time, I'm sure.
Yep. We got a guest episode on Friday. Don't forget.
We got a
very special guests on Friday.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. I can't wait.
No, can't wait. And also, massive thank you to everyone for the 500 followers. Only been doing this 3 months. 500. That's pretty fucking wicked. So,
organic followers. We haven't actually really done many. We haven't pushed it in terms of ads or paid ads or anything. It's all just people who we appreciate.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, we appreciate you, and we can't thank you enough. Keep spreading the love. Keep sending in jokes as well. We'll get to those as well.
Right.
Good.
Yeah. No, appreciate it. We really, really do. And we're doing it for you guys. We're doing it for fun. Well, it started off as doing a bit of fun. It's actually gained some traction. And we're still having fun whilst making memories and friends.
100%.
Let's freaking go, my guy.
Yep. I will see you Friday as well as Saturday. Lucky me.
Yeah.
How exciting.
I've got a busy week on, and that's just going to be the cherry on the cake. That one is my friend. Can't wait.
I can't wait. It's going to be brilliant.
Yeah, I've contacted Ben already.
Oh no.
He's like, fucking yes, boys.
Yeah, man. He's a legend.
Yeah.
And if you haven't seen his episode, check it out. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, 100%. And shout out to Simon.
Yes,
Simon Taylor as well. He helped us. Saturday had kind of sold out, and he managed to get us a couple of tickets. So, Simon, appreciate you, mate. You did us a solid.
Appreciate you, and we love you and appreciate you so much more.
Yes.
Double appreciation in that.
Double preach.
Yeah, bash.
Double preach.
Right, this has been emotional.
It has been a porky emotional ride.
It's been good.
Awesome. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. I hope everyone has a really good Monday. And also, don't forget, get your butt, balls, and boobs checked.
Yes.
If there's something there and you're not sure, get it checked. And also, Mental Health Month. Reach out, reach around, call that person, tell them you love them, you miss them, even if it's a family member.
Yeah. Be kind to yourself and those around you.
Definitely. Take some time out for yourself as well if you're not feeling 100%.
Yeah.
It's not always about work.
That's literally it. There's nothing wrong in sleeping all day. That's what I tell myself anyway.
So like you can sleep in anyway.
No, I don't. That's why I kind of slowed down saying it. But, be nice to yourself. You deserve it.
Yeah, definitely. Right. We love you. Everyone have a good Monday.
Yeah, buddy. Love you, Adam.
See you Friday's episode. Yeah.
Yep.